No, not YouTube, but yeah.
Well, you know, based on what I'm seeing here for the framing, since we are going to be reducing the cross section of that member, which is more like a hip beam right there. I mean, there's a lot of load distribution always happens with this hip beam. We don't want any sagging to happen here. I see a lot of rigidity, a lot of strength coming from so many braces here. But because we are compromising something on the section, maybe if you just put another 2x4 along with it and then just screw it. I think only to a section where it is going to be notched to that point where it is going to be transferring some load, maybe extend it to the back of it a little bit here.
Okay.
And then screw it so that it kind of satisfies the overall capacity. And then absolutely we can notch it to a point where you need it. But I don't want to go beyond that 1 inch. I see almost like 2 inches being notched in that section right there. This one right here.
Yeah.
This is a big notch right there. I mean, these two are pretty much the same way. I mean, those two are almost symmetrical to each other in the load transfer.
Yeah.
There are hip beams, always hip beams are the ones which always sags.
Yeah.
So okay. Even here I would just recommend the same thing since it is notched and we don't see any sagging now just because it's not the time where it sags. It's the time when snow
Stuff sitting on it.
sits on it. I mean the good thing is there is a good slope here. This slope is just there's no drift there.
Things are gonna
sometimes.
kind of fall off.
Right. But even sometimes this kind of slopes create some drift because of the wind coming from the other side and then just sits on the this is the section where the drift happens. Well, I will reinforce that as well. Not only that area, or this area too. There are some other Simpson straps, steel strap. It's only 1.5 inch wide and probably 16 gauge or 12 gauge. You can strap it, screw it. That's another way because those straps are pretty strong in terms of giving flexural capacity.
And are those straps, are we running those along the ridge or are we doing something where we start and we wrap it around?
Here, because we have these other members connecting to it, the easiest way would be so your drywall comes to that point and then goes flat and then it comes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you on the bottom side, your drywall screws in. So on the side, just notch this section a little bit.
Okay.
And then put the strap on the bottom side here, 1.5 inch. And then even the same way right there. You can notch that wood a little bit on the side, on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then put the strap, and that strap continues to a foot length beyond that point. And then here it extends up to this point.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do the strap. That's those 12 gauge or up to 10 gauge sections. They're pretty strong and they give pretty good strength in the wood. So that's one. We can do the same thing here as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we have enough gap. Oh, this will be notched. So here we have enough room to actually put the 2x4 in between.
Okay.
So here a 2x4 can be put in and screwed in. So that's good enough.
And that 2x4 is running between the okay.
Yeah, between this member and then that member, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good solution. And then we'll add a additional stud here.
Yes.
To create a central post to take this load.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the other easiest way is also we support it here, so that we reduce the span.
Oh right, we're bringing a stud up to this.
Yeah, so then we reduce the span there. This now, without any stud here, the span is all the way up to here. If you put a stud here, now the span is small.
Do we need an anchor? We need how does it attach?
This can notch in
Just
flat,
notch.
yeah,
Okay.
a flat way, so that the stud can go into that notch section right there. So
Okay.
then it is just gonna drag the load.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go anywhere. And then shim it a little bit wherever the gap is, so that
It's a tight fit.
tight fit.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that here. Possible that just a stud there. The support point right there. Yeah. Well, if you do the support point, you don't need actually the strap.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are anyway cutting down 2 feet of span here.
Mm-hmm.
So just support point here, shim it, put the 2 studs here, shim it here, so that whatever load comes in, this thing is gonna drag, this point is gonna drag the load. But here, what is there below? There's a wall here?
Yeah,
Is this
there's
the
a
doors?
wall.
think-
Kind of right about there. Yes.
But there are, I mean, you basically
Have
it's
doors.
sitting and you've
Yeah.
got double every other.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
This
So
is
there's a
here,
lot of
right?
stuff here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, go for just the shimming it here.
Okay.
That should take care of it.
Okay.
And I assume that would just be the same here. So here we would
Mm-hmm.
add a post to take, and then put a 2x4 along the edge there.
Yeah, but you don't prefer to put a post right here, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, you want that something. Here, this is all nailed. Okay, this is all nailed just to that section there. I would add, yeah, a small, maybe you can fit in one more 2x4 here.
Yeah.
You kind of have a notch there so that it's some bearing in it. It is just transferring the load to this one actually.
Yeah. But would it be better then if it's transferring the load? Would it be better to just add a stud here?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that too.
Okay.
It's hard to really squeeze in here.
Yeah.
Alright. And also this was anyway not notched
Yeah.
afterwards, right?
Yeah, it was.